Back at it. Going to try to do this again. Sometimes I don't like the way dialogue options get closed off. I didn't want to lie to her, and then I just asked her a question, and then closed off the whole thing. It made me basically had to lie to her, so I'm not really happy with that. So that felt kind of weird, but...
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Oh, bollocks! I told those idiots not to let anyone through. You. Name, rank, and reason for interrupting an active crime scene. For your sake, the last one better be bloody good.
Here's the one you pick.
To fetch her another bottle of mead, no doubt. Yes, I'm Devella, the unfortunate colleague. Unless you've got useful information, leave me to my work. Duke Stelmane's dead, and I've got to find who killed her.
Unless she turns out to be the killer. Because if you go that way, it makes me a deceiver, so...
Good. That's it. Proof that I was right. I've been working on an assignment, see? A research project of sorts. I knew my conclusions were sound. But this... I never expected this. I'll tell you what I know. A century ago, there was a man. Saravok Anchev. He was a child of the god of murder, Baal. He ruled the Iron Throne, a dark tower hiding a darker secret. It was the front for a deadly arms-dealing network. There, Saravok amassed an army and sought to become a god. Under his stewardship, the Baal Temple was revived. And with it, the Baal cult itself. Fortunately, the temple was destroyed. And to cleanse the city of Saravok's memory, the Iron Throne was torn from its foundations and cast into the Chionthal. For most, that was the end of it. But cults like that don't disappear overnight. That list you spoke of confirms I'm right. The Baal cult is back. And someone is out there, continuing Saravok's work.
You said Saravok let the cultists a century ago. He can't still be alive, can he?
Stranger things have come back to haunt this city. The brutality of the killings is on a par with Saravok's own. But there's something more here. Something new. There's a reference to these murders. A certain flair. It's as if they were done in worship. The precision of the cuts. The depth, the execution. The best butchers in Faerun couldn't make a cut like that. Trust me, I've asked them. I tried to explain all this to my superiors, but they wouldn't have any of it. They told me to drop it. Told me the city doesn't need another conspiracy theorist and to get back to doing my job before they find someone else to do it for me. But you're not bound by such constraints. Help me out here. Help the city out. I bet if you follow the trail of these murders, you'll be able to unearth the truth of this resurgence.
What about the other victims on the list, the ones who are still alive?
There are patriarchs on the murder target list. I'm oathbound to secure them first, so I'll be heading to the upper city next. While I'm there, the other potential victims will be at risk. Could you warn them?
The Flaming Fish should be protecting everyone, not just upper city folk.
Not from round here, are you? We're in Baldur's Gate. This is just how things work.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. That's all I can ask, and more than I hoped. Once I'm done with the Patriarchs, I'll head to Basilisk Gate to have another go at convincing my superiors to put some resources into this matter. Meet me there if you've anything more to report. And good luck.
Light on my feet. Don't mind if I do. Blooded ring. Guess the killer didn't want jewelry.
Ask my wife why she was fooling around with a whippet.
Not at all.
You made it, Lacrissa.
Damn right. And not even pissy druids or cursed shadows.
Something over there.
Only because I had you.
Nah, you'd have
Still
been
me,
fine without
even after everything.
it. But the company is welcome.
This wine's poisonous.
How's your shift going?
The rich arsehole sent his druid back 3 times. So I spat in his last one.
Lacrissa.
He said it was delicious.
Curious. Something's on my mind.
Here, that's what it is.
Ah, you found my hiding spot. Not a word to Alan. He doesn't believe in things like breaks. Or eating.
Lacrissa, I'd be more than happy to help you out at work. I could...
No, focus on your music. Besides, I'll be living a life of luxury when your school takes off.
You two are very cute together.
Right? I keep telling her that.
Lacrissa!
All right, the hero and I will stop teasing. For now.
I was thinking I could do some busking.
No need. I picked up some extra shifts.
Didn't have to do that.
Go ahead, tell me.
I wonder if any of these rooms are available to rent.
Wonder if this was brewed with my barley.
Wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. Go out this way.
And soon, the cycle will reach its zenith. Should you want it to, or
Alright, let's see where the next area that I want to go.
Nothing good, I bet.
and then all will perish.
How much further can I go?
Barn up, people, barn up.
He's a man of the people, too. Promised at least 100
I need
more
a quick
watches
word.
before...
Aha! The wide-eyed gaze of someone new to Baldur's Gate. Well, you've reason to be excited, friend. Our Our city's entering a most wondrous age. One of steel, of smoke, of efficiency. And we've Lord Enver...
But anyway.
What do I think of Lord Gortash's still watch?
Welcome, traveller. Remember, this ain't the blushing mermaid. It's the elf song. So behave yourself.
I guess you must be the tavern's hired muscle.
That's right. And a lonely job it is too. When you're the muscle, no one thinks about your heart.
To be honest, you don't look very approachable.
That's just rude.
See that? Go back and talk to her.
That's just steel stick.
Why, hello there. We were just about to try some of Master Metzley's delightful wines. Would you care to join us?
Oh, they do look ever so tasty.
Ah, Mrs. Highbury, I prefer to conduct tastings individually, so I may assess your palate.
Call me Cora, Master Metzley. And I'm afraid I must insist on their joining us. Wine's no good without company, after all.
Squirrel Highbury, your life's in danger. A serial killer is after you.
No. I must say, if this is a practical joke, it's not very amusing.
Why, a serial killer? Oh, that's terrible. Master Metzley, are you quite all right?
It was perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. You have sullied it with knowledge, made it an unclean sacrifice. I will remember your face. And I will peel it from your skull, should you interfere again.
Nothing important is ever easy. Light on my feet.
All right, Karlak, it's go time. Knees high.
Have to keep going.
aren't you dead yet? Oh.
Off to his next victim already. Let's have a look. Another step forward.
Yeah, I probably should rest.
Hello. Nice day for a walk.
That.
Sorore surge, testis esto pacti me. Come, sisters, be my testament. Notum sit in beator.
Notum sit in beator.
Holy hells.
Just what are you up to?
I come to bargain. The hells demand witness.
Your parasite links with Will's, and your memories flow into him. He sees his father's flight from Worm's Rock, and hears Mizora's words to you.
Shit. Where did Gortash send my father? How do I save him?
Sisters.
Infernos contractus te vocamus. Infernos contractus te vocamus. Infernos contractus te vocamus.
Your contract, Will. Signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable.
Then break it already. Will doesn't need to wait 6 months.
No contract is ended without sacrifice. A cost must be paid. Will Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me and the Archdevil Zariel in a pact eternal. Option 2. I break your pact, and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand, and Baldur's Gate loses its greatest champion. Name your sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel! I won't let her take Will.
Silence, Karlak.
Mizora, you asshole!
Choose.
What will happen to Will's powers if he breaks the pact?
Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is slain.
damned wretch. Father. Do it. Break the pact.
Fiat ita.
Fiat ita. Anima ad beator.
Didn't think you had it in you. Seems my boy's all grown up. And don't go fussing about your father. You made your choice. You knew the terms. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment.
That bitch.
I have something to ask.
But please, don't look at me.
Kitty, what happened to you that you're so scared?
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Will sacrificed his own father. I hope freedom from the pact is worth it to him.
The Sharns are using a place called the House of Grief to cover for their presence in Baldur's Gate.
Then that's where we need to go. My parents are in there somewhere.
Gods. I spent 7 years choked by Mazora's leash. And I spent 7 years hoping to break free. I never knew freedom could taste so bittersweet.
You are your own man now, Will. It's better this way.
I have to believe that. I'm not the Hell's puppet in life, nor its warrior in death. The blade will be guiding his own hand. But freedom will be paid in my father's blood. Tomorrow, I celebrate my gain. Today, I mourn my loss.
A moment passes. In the stillness, you find a mote of tranquility.
The Raven Guard name now lives solely with me. I will make it count for something.
What's our next steps then? Well, your father's not dead yet, Will. Maybe there's a way to save him.
I signed his life away before the Hell's witnesses. It would be easier to drink the Styx down to the last drop than to alter his fate. I'd be a fool to wish otherwise.
What's our next step then?
We obtain the final 2 nether stones and take back our minds. And the city from the brain.
Devil.
Little Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble he gets into.
Will's not a child. You need to start treating him with respect.
I beg your forgiveness for such undue impertinence. From now on, I promise him the same measure of respect he's shown his father. Oh, almost forgot. Will sold his father's life for his freedom. My mistake.
You never told me how the Absolutists captured you.
Correct. I didn't. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel. But those cursed shadows were thick enough to fell even a half-fiend. I woke in that damned pod. It kept my body sealed and my most powerful magic silenced. But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Gallantry isn't dead after all.
I don't get it. If Will isn't your warlock, why stick around and give him power?
Just because he's not my pet doesn't mean he's not useful. The Absolutists worked a number on me at Moonrise. And you're the best hope I've got at payback. No one crosses the Hell's Children without getting scorched.
You left Karlach alone. Why didn't you want her? Didn't you want her dead? What changed?
You are an inquisitive one. I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found new use for an old battle axe. The dead three in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel might change her mind? My mistress can be so capricious.
What can you tell me about the Hells?
The 9 hells of Beator. Each its own domain, each with its own archdevil to rule it. I call the first hell my home, Avernus, my mistress Zariel's realm, a torrid battleground split by the bloody waters of the Styx. How I adore it, the delicious agony of it all. The other 8, well, they are pleasures unto themselves. Perhaps I'll show you myself, if I deem you worthy.
If you want to stay here, I need something in return.
Why? I'm supplying Will with every scrap of his infernal power. I've paid my dues many times over. I tell you what. When the time comes to squish that big baddie of a brain, I'll lend you a hand.
The devil Mizora has made herself quite at home, hasn't she? Do make her feel as unwelcome as you can. Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most welcome.
You should join my camp permanently. We can fight the powers of evil together.
Our thoughts are as one, my friend. You must face the Chosen of Bane and Baal. I will do my part to see them laid low.
How do you intend to spend your newfound freedom?
I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. The dead 3 are risen. The dead 2 remain. You must face them. I will help.
I can't believe it. I can't believe Aelin is here. And
my father. I heard what happened. What he'd become. By killing him. You set him free. You set Aelin free. And me. I mourn the man I knew. He was wonderful. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight?
Certainly there's magic in a look. I think I've done all this
That's
before.
exactly it. And I tell you, I took one look at her and I just knew. She was it. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black, black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped.
He became the chosen of Merkel.
I didn't know that then, but I could see the change in him. He told me we'd be together now. Said that Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak, could only run. I found last light within the shadows, made a shelter there, prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors plaguing this land, my home. I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them, and myself, no matter what.
Yeah, bro. How did you hear her?
I did not know Duke Ravengard that well. But I am sure he would not want his son to become slave to Zariel for his sake. I am sure Will knows that. But we would do well to remind him when his days grow dark.
You sound like you speak from experience.
No one truly understands the weight of loss until they've worn it a while. There is no shame in sharing the load when you need to. Ah. I know what she speaks of. I need, information from her. And a pardon from you. For I have not been overly generous with the truth. Tell me, what do you know of a man named Minsk of Rashomon?
Despite her expectant gaze, the name means nothing to you.
Did I know the name?
Well, that depends entirely on the quality of bard you listen to. Street wailers spin stories from the time of troubles. And they save the strangest ones for Minsk. It happens that in his case, most of them are true. Minsk is an old friend. Perhaps my oldest. We've fought at one another's backs times beyond counting. And the last time I saw him, I left him to die.
I suspect there's more to the story than that.
There always is. But that is still the fundamental fact of it. Before we ever heard of this absolute, we received word of a gathering in the Undercity. What we found was the first dark seed of this plot. A circle of cultists with mind flayers in their midst. We might have ended it there, cut off at the root, but before I could send for help, Minsk charged in alone. It was chaos. He was overrun, dragged down beneath a mass of tentacles. I had a choice. Stay and let word of this cult die with us, or leave him and live to fight another day.
I'm sorry, Jahira, that is a cruel choice to have to make.
The world takes much from those who presume to defend it. But sometimes, you get to take it back. So don't be sorry, because I mean to use you, if you're willing. Infection, indoctrination, eradication. That has been the fate of everyone the cult has captured so far. But it has not been yours. With your help, perhaps it need not be minced either.
Then let's find him.
As simply as that? For no other reason than that I asked? Perhaps you two will get along. Oh, the point is moot without the means to find him. Without the Harpers, we shall have to find another path. Nine-Fingers King controls the guild, which in turn controls every criminal racket from Heapside to the High Hall. Nothing happens in this city that she doesn't hear of, sooner or later. How hospitable she will be to a Harper that comes begging to her guild hall, we will find out. Perhaps I will let you do the talking.
Wanted to ask you something.
Ask it.
Yeah, I've already asked all that stuff. We will come back to that. Let's see what's up here. Anything exciting? Let's look up doors. Oh, church. Huh. Cool. Girl, my girl.
I figured it out. Exactly what I want to do with you.
I'm not sure my warpus is ready. Clip typing? Actually, we're gonna go with.
They'll be fine, I promise. I want to go on a date. A first date. No weapons, no monsters, no mysterious voices. Just you and me and dinner. Please say yes.
I'd love to go out with you.
Yes! Oh, amazing. Put on your least bloody tunic and meet me back here. Oh, I'm so excited!
Just need a little while to prepare.
Don't keep me waiting too long.
Gonna go on a date. Okay, that's full circle. Come on, haven't talked to you.
Will gave up his father to have freedom. An understandable decision. Sacrifices must be made after all. Especially if the old Duke's fall means his rise.
Okay. That is everybody talked to. Let's go on our date. See how this goes.
All set?
Ready when you are.
I'm buying, all right? Let it be said, let it be written, let it be done. Give me a beat to run ahead. I want to make sure everything's absolutely perfect. See you there. Hi. Hi. You made it. You look nice.
Thank you. So do you.
Thank you. Baldurian seafood stew. No, thank you. What do you think you'll have?
The grilled roast ribs sound good.
Just what I had in mind.
Huh?
2 of the Rothe ribs, please. And 2 glasses of...
Beer.
And 2 glasses of beer. So, you're an adventurer, right? How's that going?
Pretty straightforward. Kill the monsters, save the townsfolk. Bish bash bosh.
Kill the monsters, save the townsfolk, sweep the local hell beast off her feet.
You're not a hell beast, you're a hell champion.
You speak true. And now I'll claim my reward for my labors escaping the evil archdevil. You. Gods, we're terrible at this. This was supposed to be a first date, but it's all I can do to keep my hands to myself.
You're right, what should we do?
Ask me a question, maybe. A getting to know you type question.
So where did you grow up?
Right here in Baldur's Gate, more or less. My folks are long gone now, but they raised me in the outer city. Dad was a porter in town, Mum did laundry. Still think of her when I smell clean sheets. We were poorer than dirt, but my gods, we had fun. What about you?
I grew up in the Underdark, not for the faint of heart.
That explains your grit, and your strength, and so many other things I love about you. Oh, hey, here comes our food. Hey, Hank, I think we ordered the...
It's a bleeder.
worst guy I ever met. Anyway, how about a toast? Oh, shit!
You can use my glass. To us.
May we live every day like it's our last. Because you never know when your last will come. Oh, that was great. The food and the company.
What do you want to do now?
You know what I want to do. I know I can't stay forever here with you. In fact, I feel like I don't have long left at all. We've been through so much, and the worst is yet to come. I have every reason to feel terrified, hopeless, like giving up. But to be here with you, in the city I love, in this world that I love so much, it's all I could really ask for. You hear me? You're all I could ever ask for. I love you. And I know that whatever else this city will throw at us, we can handle it.
Love you too.
Come on. There's something I want to show you upstairs.
After you.
No. After you.
They say that home is where a person can be their truest selves, without guile, without pretense. You did well to see off the Githyanki who had invaded mine. And now that you have seen where I come from, you know all there is to know about me. At least, all that matters. We spoke of my relationship with Duke Balin Stillmain. The story I have told, no one else. I have no more secrets from you. No need to resort to subterfuge. We are true allies now, working towards a common goal.
Why did you resort to subterfuge at all?
The only way we were ever going to get close enough to the brain to destroy it was by working together. But few would trust a mind flayer. So I did what I had to convince you. I studied you. Your motivations, your actions, your desires. I deduced the best way to align your goals with my own.
You make it sound like it was some sort of experiment.
Perhaps, at first. I did consider that you were just a problem to be solved. And not an easy one at that. But I persisted. I needed your absolute dedication to the cause. I anticipated the challenge, and I anticipated your resistance. What I didn't anticipate was how much I would enjoy your company, your mind. Sometimes, I felt almost like we were dancing our way towards something deeper.
I think you misread the signs. I'm fine with what we have now.
I'm sorry. You're right. Now's not the time. Forget I said anything. Let's move on to more important things. The Elder Brain's hive mind has grown to monstrous proportions. And through the Crown's magic, it has complete control over each and every member. It was intelligent before, but now, with its hive mind established across the city, it is well on its way to becoming indestructible. You should reconsider your attachment to your physical form. You have seen what an illithid can do. Imagine some of that could be in your grasp. Not enough to warp your appearance beyond recognition, but just enough to enhance your potential. And believe me, it will radically increase our chances of success against the Elder Brain. Think on it.
Ooh, he didn't take the rejection very well.
Can't give up now.
The guards.
Sure, Gortash didn't need to make this. But that's precisely
Need to
why
find a way
he's
forward.
not only
Why, yes, Edvard. Can I call you Edvard? Well, Edvard, I do support Lord Gortash's campaign.
You're certain Figaro's is in this part of town.
I wouldn't say I'm certain, just optimistic.
We're lost, aren't we?
Crime scene not open to public by order of the Flaming Fist.
Another day, another fight. Maybe not.
Left, right. Downstairs.
That's curious.
We'll just stand here until you remember the main
Lord Gortash has everything under control. No need agitators like you ruining morale.
What are you gonna do? Arrest us?
That's what it's gonna be. Keep the peace.
If you
We're
say
lost,
so, mate.
aren't we?
Eager for battle. A simple task. Without delay.
Oh, jeez.
A tableau of the dead. The work of a proud killer, and a creative one. Dribbles on, judging from the smeared grease paint.
This'll do.
Alright. This is where we're going to stop for today. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Means a lot. Helps the channel grow, and I really do appreciate it. Till next time, love you guys. Hope to see you again soon. I'm not sure how big this area is outside of the store. Could just be another small room, could be a huge hallway, and I just rather stop there. I don't know how many more. I also bought another clown part. Not sure how many more of those I need to get, but I guess enough to put them together for the circus to have him running again. So yeah, thanks for watching. Talk to you guys later. Love you guys. See you soon. Bye.